as Katrina. I'm happy to.
I know that you're looking forward to spreading all that joy that you have within your heart. I could just see it beaming all over you. Lady Smith.
Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay, great. I am Regina Smith, born and raised and still residing in the great city of Miami, Florida. Love it here. I don't know if I'll move from here, but I'm so happy to be a part of this wonderful group. And if you stay tuned, you'll be blessed.
Thank you so much. Elena.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes.
I'm Elena Burns. I'm also from the southern part of Miami, Florida, born and raised, and you can call me Elena. I'm just honored to be a part of this specific assignment that God chose, and He handpicked each and every one of us for this specific assignment in the earth. And it's chosen for a time such as this. So I know that God is going to do a mighty work through this movement. So I'm just honored to be a part.
Thank you, Elena. I see that Paul is here. Paul is also a part of our team. Paul, you're muted.
Sorry, Faye, had to take it off.
That's okay.
And you know me, I'm not very tech savvy, so.
None of us are, but we're getting there.
Yeah. It's wonderful to be here and listen to all you ladies. I'm kind of listening in. I know this is a woman's forum, but I thought I might pick up some great ideas for myself. I feel joy every day in the Lord, and the more I spend time with Him, the more joyful I become. So welcome all of you. Good to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you. So now we do have some other people who have joined in who are not a part of the team, but I think I've covered everyone who is a member of the Joys of Living Great team. Have I not? I don't want to miss anyone. If any of you see that I have missed someone, because there are a couple other people, but they may not be able to join us today. Now, the reason we've gone through this is because over the periods of our episodes, you may see all of these faces, some of these faces, and you will hear from each of the people who are involved in the team on certain specific topics. So today it was important that you understand that this is a team effort, that I don't do this alone, but we have so many things to cover. If you could be a fly on the wall and listen when we're discussing different topics that we could bring about, you would actually probably say, my goodness, how are they going to do all of that? But we have plans and we all work together. So we will get in a position so that we can bring you the best that we have to give. I'd like to probably just talk a little bit about what is the Joys of Living Great. And this is an open forum. So the discussion is not, it's not led by me. It's a discussion that any of us can have. There are some people here who were with the original The Joys of Living Great book that was published in 2019. So they may be able to help but give us some insight into what the Joys of Living Great means to them and what it means going forward into this new venture.
I'll start. I'm a part of the original collaboration. And when we first joined, she was looking for Christian writers. And I was a fairly new writer, but what really blessed me was we all came together to share our stories on how we find joy in different situations. So the books, just the reviews I've gotten from the people that purchase books, they were all blessed. And especially a lot of them love women of faith. That was a big one, and the affirmation. So they have really been a blessing. And the thing about writing, our testimonies and our joy for life can go places we can't go. So I was just honored that I was chosen to be a part of the assignment, because it's needed. It's needed, and it's needed at this time, because we can't all get on a plane and just go here, there, and everywhere. But our stories and our books can go places that we don't have to go. So it's an honor, and I was just, I was chosen for that assignment through my leading lady, and I got that assignment out of obedience. Going from one church to another church, I got over there. So that was one of the blessings that was waiting on me once I got there. So I know that he chose me for this particular movement, and I'm grateful, and I'm happy about getting to know each and every one of you. And I'm grateful for the people that are going to be blessed from this broadcast, because it's going to be a blessing. It's going to touch people's lives like no other, because our life experiences, and then to tell people and show people the joy that we have after what we've gone through, and the joy of the Lord. I mean, the things, because my gifts in writing were birthed after a loss. So the joy from losing my child was that God used my pain to bless somebody else. So that makes me very joyous. So it's an honor. It's an honor to what we went through was a blessing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so that just gives you a one snippet of the kinds of things that women go through, and how she actually came through it and considers it all joy. I know that there are others here who were with the original who may want to give us, Katrina, were you about to say something? I'm sorry.
I wanted to give my input. I was a part of the book also, the beginning in 2019, and I was honored to share my story with others and to be a blessing to them. And I've learned during my daily life, I get the opportunity to take about 5 minutes to get to know someone while I'm working, and they get to talk about things that are on their minds or on their heart. And I get to listen to them. People want someone to listen to them. And I get to listen, and people tell you things that may bother them, or a problem that they may have. And I've had an opportunity to live long enough to be a help and assistance to someone by giving good advice, by talking through things, by just being a listening ear and giving good suggestions. And people a lot of times just want to be heard. They want you to listen to them. They want you to converse with them. It's the whole thing of just having compassion for someone else, concerned about what someone else is concerned. Just recently, I just listened to a lady. She had told me she had overcome smoking cigarettes. And I was listening to her and very attentively. And she just loved that I was listening to her. That after she finished, she kept telling me other things she had overcome in her life. And she told me through the help of the Lord and her learning about just the goodness of God, she had overcome these things. And that there were so many people that were against her, saying that you probably won't, this won't last past 30 days. You won't overcome this. And I said, yes, she will overcome it. And you did overcome it, right? And she said, yes. And that's the whole thing, encouraging people in a very good way, that you could overcome situations, that you can get through life. And just being able to wake up today, we get to do that. And that's what I love. We get to have a new day. We get to help someone. And that's what I find joy in, helping someone in any way, just in a conversation, just in a word, whatever I could do to help someone else. I find joy in that.
Oh, you're such a blessing. One of the things that we all have experienced, and I only know this because I've talked to everybody on the team, but we've all experienced where we've been able to help someone else.
Yes,
And it has not only brought joy for that person, but it's given us joy as well.
exactly.
So joy is that two-way street. When you are giving, you don't have to worry about it. You're going to have joy, and the person that you're helping will have joy as well. There are also stories, and I know one of our members is not here, but she recently reminded me that she does this morning devotion.
Yes,
And she sends the scripture out every morning, and she's been doing it for about 6 years. And just this year, someone texted her back and said how much those devotions over those years had helped them
yes,
in getting through their life. So you never know when you're helping someone, but when you do know that you're helping someone, you're blessed and they are blessed.
that is so true, Faye.
Let's hear from somebody who has newly come in to the Joys of Living Great and see what was it that inspired you to want to be a part of the Joys of Living Great, Letitia?
So Faye, just saying again, I'm thankful for being part of this movement. And when you and I converse and we talk, and I do this on a daily basis, I'm always giving and helping people where I can help. And you just get so much joy when you see that whatever you told them was encouragement, whether it's steps or process to see how they overcame and how they're now conquering what they thought they could not conquer at one time. I tell people we have to not put ourselves in position to what we're faced with, because we can overcome those things. And what good is us to hold those things in together, knowing we overcame that and we can't help someone else out. So the more we give to them, the more we're blessed with. That's why we have joy. The joy of the Lord is our strength. And so God give it to us to give to other people so we can uplift them, so we can inspire them. And I found out when you're walking in purpose with the purpose all the time, you're fulfilled because you're doing exactly what God has for you to do. And that's what I've learned. Being part of this group is to give back all what God has given to us to overcome and to help others to overcome as well. No matter how big or small we think it is, the whole point is helping one person at a time. So to be able to give back to the masses, to the world, means a lot to me, because you cannot outbeat God's giving. You just cannot do that. And to see how people, you cannot, and see how people's lives can transform right before you, it brings joy, because now you can transfer that energy, transfer that feeling, transfer that faith from you to them. And the gift just keeps going. And as together as a community, man, we can just move the masses and bring joy in each and every one of our lives. So this has been my experience, and I'm just excited for what's about to come.
Oh, we're all looking so forward to what is coming. I said to my prayer warrior this morning, and that is Miss Crystal, that I am excited. I don't have fear, because God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but I had a concern because I did not know, and I don't know where this will take us. And my prayer warrior said to me, you don't need to know.
I need to know.
Which is true. I don't need to know. I know that we're doing something that we've all been asked to do. We will do it as well to the best of our abilities. And we will do what needs to be done to touch someone else. So women, we are here, as I said earlier, not for just your entertainment. We're here because we want to hear from you as well. And we do have some things that are coming up that are planned already that will be in place. And I'm going to ask Regina to tell us about those things.
Oh, thank you. We have so much in store. I thank God for our visionary, Faye. I remember I'm new to the authors group in the Joys of Living Great, but I'm not new to the movement. And when I say I'm not new to the movement, the Lord has really blessed Faye to be such a great visionary. From her first book about Esther, if you haven't picked that up, I believe you can get it on Amazon, or you can go through her website, her personal page, and you'll have access to it. But from her first writings, you could see that the Lord was moving her in a direction that would specifically minister to women and uplift them and upbuild them. And I've watched this matriculate over the years, and I've seen what God has done. And I, believe it or not, I saw this. The Lord saw this, and there are higher heights and greater depths that we're going to go through. And one of the things is the Joys of Living Great book, which I was privileged to be one of the contributing authors. That's coming soon. And I got to see a draft, and I tell you, it's really, really exciting, and it's uplifting. And from that, there's so many other things that are planned as well from that. You'll also get daily blessed from our Facebook. So if you haven't officially joined our Facebook group, you need to officially join our Facebook group. We have people that are just giving thoughts of joy, and daily they speak into your lives. And I think it's very important to have an affirmation over your life, to use that affirmation as that devotional for the day, and to hear what God is telling you and how he's directing you in your path for that day and that particular time and that season. And in this broadcast, we're going to cover a variety of subjects. We're going to even get you all prepared to go back to school. Get your children prepared, and those of you who are even going back to school as an adult, we're going to address some of those things to help give you that joy that'll cause you to have great faith and hope and momentum when you take that first step into that classroom and sit across that desk and look at that professor. So that's just only two things, but the topics are going to be things that you can use in your everyday life. And what I want to encourage you to, if you see me looking off to the side, I have two screens going. I'm looking for your chats on this screen, and I'm looking for your chats in our Facebook group. So if you have something you want to contribute, something you want to say about the broadcast, we'll try to respond to you in real time a little later. If not, we'll respond to you at a later time if you happen to catch the recording. But we want to connect with you. We want to connect with you and share our joy. And as well as said before, we want you to share your joy with us in Life of Living. Woman of God, man of God, whoever you are out there, you've got something to share to this world, and we want to hear it.
Thank you, Regina. Thank you so much. I want you to know, as we come to the close of this particular segment, that we all are here to answer questions for you. Then that's one of the reasons I wanted you to meet everyone so you know where we are. The Facebook group, of course, is open. You can post your questions. You can post your affirmations that you feel will help others. The one rule that we have, it has to be positive. So, there are ways that you can say things that can hurt another person. And there are ways that you can say things that just is not right. So pray about it, think about it before you post anything. Pray about it before you say it, because we want everything to be delivered in a positive manner. That's how I keep my joy. You just don't know sometimes how I have to rearrange my words so that they will fit positively. I mean, you can almost say what needs to be said, but there's a way to do everything and say everything. So that's the one basic rule that we must remember in the Joys of Living Great. It has to be positive, has to be positive. I want to thank you all for everything that you have contributed in this particular segment. And if you will just hang on one second,